Good morning, dear children. This video is for class 7 and the subject is science. We have begun with the chapter acids, bases and salts, and we are going to continue with the same. In the previous class, we have discussed about acids and bases. That is, acids, they are sour in taste, turns blue litmus paper red, no effect on red litmus paper, no effect on turmeric paper, turns China rose solution to dark pink. Bases, they are bitter in taste, no effect on blue litmus paper, turns red litmus paper to blue, turns turmeric paper to red, turn China rose solution to green. We also discussed about what are the things that are used to test the acids and bases. They are the indicators which help to indicate if a substance is acidic, basic or neutral. So we use litmus paper or turmeric paste, phenolphthalein or even the China rose solution. So what would happen if these both acids and bases are being combined or mixed? What could be the reaction? So to understand that, let us watch this activity to understand this concept more clearly.
Here, let us perform an activity to know about neutralization reaction. Click each tab to know more. Take a test tube, clean it using a clean dropper. Pour 10 drops of hydrochloric acid carefully in the test tube. Now, add 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator solution. Observe the color changes. Now, add sodium hydroxide solution drop by drop to the test tube. Shake it well after adding each drop. Observe the change in the color of the solution. Keep adding the sodium hydroxide drop by drop until the color begins to turn pink. Once again, add drop by drop of hydrochloric acid to the solution mixture until the solution in the test tube becomes colorless. In this activity, we observe that there is no change in the color of hydrochloric acid while adding phenolphthalein solution. The color of the solution in the test tube becomes pink by adding a drop of sodium hydroxide solution. The pink color of the mixture solution becomes colorless by adding a few drops of hydrochloric acid. Finally, we learned that if we add excess base, that is sodium hydroxide, to acidic solution, that is hydrochloric acid, it converts to base. Similarly, we can change base into acid. We also learned that the effect of base is nullified by an acid. When acids and bases are mixed in definite proportions, they give a neutral solution. The reaction of an acid with a base produces salt and water.
So, through this activity, we came to know that this process of mixing of an acid and a base in an equal proportion produces a new substance called salt, and also this process is termed to be as neutralization. So, we should always be careful while performing this test, children, because whenever the process of neutralization takes place, heat is always produced or evolved, and the evolved heat rises the temperature of the reaction mixture. So whenever you touch this test tube, you will feel the heat. So we should be very careful while performing this activity in our lab. So neutralization, the reaction between acid and base to produce salt and water, is called as neutralization. The equation of this reaction is written as acid plus base reacts to form a new substance, that is salt and water. So in neutralization reaction, a new substance is formed called salt. So salt, how could it be? It may be acidic, basic, or neutral in nature. So here is one example to understand this more better. That is hydrochloric acid HCl plus sodium hydroxide NaOH. When these two are being mixed with each other, there is a reaction between them and they produce the products, that is sodium chloride NaCl plus water, that is H2O. So in the process of neutralization, heat is always produced or evolved. I have told you this after you watch the video of the activity. So again I am repeating, in the process of neutralization, heat is always produced or evolved. The evolved heat raises the temperature of the reaction mixture. So salts. Salts are prepared by the neutralization reaction of acids and bases. So either it can be base plus acid which produces salt and water, or it can be acid plus base. Anyhow it may be, but the reaction, the products formed will be salt and water. So what are the properties of salts now? So most salts are solid with high melting and boiling point. Most salts are soluble in water. Salts that dissolve in water make the solution a good conductor of electricity. So now let us know some important salts. Sodium chloride, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, copper sulfate, potassium nitrate, potassium alum, silver nitrate. Then where do you have seen these all, children? Yes, you all are absolutely right. These all salts are available in our chemistry lab. So let us know some of the daily life usage of these salts. Sodium chloride, that is the common salt. It is used, or it is being added to food, used in picking and currying of fish and meat, or is also used in pottery glazing. Sodium carbonate, that is washing soda. It is used in wash clothes, to refine petroleum, and in the manufacture of detergent, paper and glass, and etc. Next, sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. So you might be very much familiar with it because during the lockdown, many have prepared cakes, and to prepare that, the one of the main essential thing you need to use there is baking soda. So this sodium bicarbonate is used in bakery products like bread and cakes. So baking soda plays a key ingredient in preparing the bakery products, and it is also used as an antacid and in fire extinguishers too. Other salts, copper sulfate to manufacture medicine, potassium nitrate in glass and refrigeration industries, potassium alum in purification of water, silver nitrate in developing films. So now, what is this pH value? The acidity or basic strength of substance can be measured using a special scale called the pH scale. So here in this pH scale, there will be range from 0 to 14, and the neutral range or the value which is given in this pH scale is 7. So 7 is the neutral value in the pH scale, and below 7 will be the acidic nature, and above 7 will be the basic nature. So based on this, we can say that 7 in the pH value indicates neutral. So water is pH value is 7, that is water is neutral. Then what about our body? Because even our body secretes certain kinds of acids in it, but also it is been noticed that there is no much wider reaction and we are not being harmed by this, because the pH level in our body also is in between 7 and 8. It should never increase or even decrease, because both will be harmful. So we should intake the food in a right proportion so that our pH level also will be maintained well in our body. And what is this pH? That is the power of hydrogen, or we also say it as potential of hydrogen. So that is nothing but the pH value. So this neutralization in everyday life. So how it is working out? Indigestion. Our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. It helps us to digest food. But too much acid in the stomach causes indigestion. To relieve indigestion, we take an antacid like milk of magnesia. The milk of magnesia contains magnesium hydroxide. This neutralizes the effect of acid. So, to reduce that acid, this base is being taken so that it will neutralize and we will not have the much problem related to the digestion. Ant sting. The ant sting of an ant contains formic acid. So I had reminded you during the introduction about this. So you can again go through this now. When ant bites, it releases acid into our skin. This causes itching and irritation. This effect can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. This can also be neutralized by calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate. So whenever we come across this, we can either use any one of these, that is baking soda or even the calamine solution, to reduce the itching and irritation which is caused by the ant bite. In soil treatment, is there any role of acids and bases? Yes, absolutely. Much use of chemical fertilizers make the soil acidic. Plants do not grow in much acidic and much basic soil. When soil is too acidic, it can be treated by bases like quicklime, that is calcium oxide, and slake lime, that is calcium hydroxide. If the soil is basic, then organic matter is added in order to make it neutralized so that the plants can grow well. So this should be done so that if it is more basic or more acidic the soil, then the soil fertility will be not very good. So to increase the soil fertility, the soil should be maintained with the neutral level so that the crops that will be yielded are very good. What is this? you can notice in this picture, that is the factory waste which is been coming out. So the waste of many factories contain acid. If they are allowed to flow into the water bodies, the acids will kill the aquatic animals. So the factory waste are therefore neutralized by adding basic substances, so that it will be not harmful for the aquatic animals too. But it is very sad that many of the industries and factory owners will not turn this acidic water into the neutralized one. So the government should make a strict rule wherein they have to make the water into a neutral content, and then only they should send them to the water bodies, so that even the aquatic animals and the nature is being not harmed. So this one should be very much taken seriously by the government, and even we should convey this message so that even all aquatic animals and the water bodies remain fresh around. So what we have learned throughout this chapter, that is, acids are sour in taste, generally bases are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Acid turns blue litmus red, bases turn red litmus blue. Substances which are neither acidic nor basic are called neutral. The solution of substances that show different color in acidic, basic and neutral solutions are called indicators. An acid and a base neutralize each other and form a salt. A salt may be acidic, basic or neutral in nature. So this is all for the day, children. So you need to read page number 54-55 to understand the concepts more better. And also you need to mark the exercise answers for the questions given there. And even I will be sending you the worksheet so you can cross check with your answers and then write it in your classwork. Thank you. Have a good day.